Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Xavier the Magnificent X. Please forgive me if the light and the glare in this video is overwhelming. Unfortunately, the study room they had me in here attracts a lot of light, so I'll try to do the best that I can. Today I'm going to do my top 10 most complimented hidden gems fragrance list updated. So I'm not going to... Let me start off with my 3 honorable mentions. I've mentioned these and a couple of these in my previous videos, so I'm not going to spend too much time on them. They are Encounter Fresh by Calvin Klein, Davidoff's The Game Intense, and Jacques Bogart's BOGART pour Homme. Yeah, those are my honorable mentions. I've mentioned that in my video entering for Jeremy's contest, which was an honor. So without being said, let's get into the list. My number 10 spot comes from the House of Azzaro. It's one of my go-to scents for work, and it is none other than Visit. What you get with this, in case you have not are new to my channel, is a nice woody balsamic mix. You get some cardamom, nutmeg, some incense, along with some pink pepper. Very, very nice. You can wear this just about all year round. Just about any season except summer. Great scent for the office. That is at my number 10 spot. My number 9 spot comes from the House of Azzaro as well. It's one of my favorite mysterious scents of all time, and it is none other than Azzaro pour Homme Nighttime. What you get is a nice tart rhubarb type of a smell mixed in with some spices along with a lot of patchouli. This is a nice cross between La Nuit de l'Homme and Spice Bomb, minus all the synthetic qualities of Spice Bomb, but nonetheless a very great scent out for very cold evenings and with a nice leather jacket or nice coat. My number 8 spot is a fragrance that I have not talked about on my channel, and I believe deserves a bit more love than it should. It was mentioned to me by Lex Alex, who I think is a very funny guy in the community, and it is none other than Black Soul Imperial. What you get from this scent is more of a midnight in Paris type of a smell, with more of a coffee touch. It doesn't project too loudly. It's very moderate, very great, highly recommended for dates. Yeah, like I said, this is more of a midnight in Paris type of a scent, or midnight in Paris type of a smell with a coffee touch added to it. So definitely go check this one out. Black Soul Imperial at my number 8 spot. My number 7 spot comes from the House of Paul Sebastian. It's an oldie but goodie, and I think it's one of my favorite lavender scents, if not my all-time favorite lavender scent, and that is none other than PS for Men. Like I said, you get a lot of lavender, some spices, a very great fall and winter scent. This is a fragrance that you want to go easy on the trigger with, most definitely, because you don't want to overwhelm people with this scent, and it leaves a very heavy scent trail. So PS coming in at my number 7 spot. My number 6 spot comes from the House of Azzaro as well. I mentioned this for Jeremy's contest as well, and it is Azzaro pour Homme ELIXIR. Forgive me if this sounds a little redundant, but I think this fragrance as well as Nighttime is heavily underrated. What you get with this is a more grown-up version of Jean-Paul Gaultier's Ultra Male with a Christmassy touch. Let me repeat that again. A more grown-up version of Ultra Male with a Christmassy touch. So definitely highly recommended and worth checking out. Azzaro Pour Homme Elixir at my number 6 spot. My number 5 spot comes from the house of Calvin Klein. I'm not sure if this is a fragrance that I've talked about a lot or if at all on my channel, but I do get a lot of compliments on it. It is Dark Obsession. What you get is a more modern take of the original Obsession with some slightly powdery qualities. A great scent, great cold weather scent, especially for the fall and winter days, and definitely worth having in your arsenal. Isn't the best performer, but nonetheless is definitely worth looking into. Dark Obsession at my number 5 spot. My number 4 spot, pardon me, comes from the house of Reyanne. It is a twin brother to Thierry Mugler's Pure Havane, and I think that this fragrance actually beats Pure Havane. It is none other than Insurrection Wild. Yes, this has strikingly similarities to Pure Havane. The only difference is that this is a little more opulent in the fact that it's a bit creamier and more aromatic. So, gorgeous scent. Insurrection Wild coming in at my number 4 spot. My number 3 fragrance comes from the house of Givenchy. It is a flanker to its original classic, and I think it carried, as I've mentioned before, it's really close to the original formulation of its predecessor, and I'm talking about Givenchy's Pie Extreme. What you get is the DNA of the original Givenchy pie, only a little bit deeper, a little bit richer, and a little bit more resinous as to kind of branch itself out from the original. So definitely check this one out. This is a great scent. One of my all-time favorite powdery scents, if not my favorite. My number 2 fragrance comes from the house of Lomani. It is a cheapie but goodie. It is a fragrance that is similar to Paco Rabanne's 1 Million, but I think is more polished and actually even better. I'm talking about Lomani's AB Spirit Millionaire. Like I said, you get the DNA of 1 Million minus that obnoxious bubble gum with a few soft jasmine florals to kind of soften it up a bit. So, very great scent. It's very cheap, but definitely a great scent. So definitely look into this. AB Spirit Millionaire coming in at my number 2 spot. My number 1 most complimented hidden gem comes from the house of Marc Jacobs. I know some of you might know what this fragrance is, but forgive me, this sounds redundant. This is coming off redundant by any means, but as La Nuit de l'Homme is to Jeremy, is what this fragrance is to me, because I get so many compliments on the same at once on this fragrance, and it's just absolutely insane. If you know the fragrance Hugo Boss Soul, this is pretty much a lighter version of this but with a more minty touch. And I'm talking about Marc Jacobs. Bang Bang. So that's it, guys. That's my top 10 list of most complimented hidden gems. Let me know what you think of this list. Do you like them, love them, hate them? Let me know down in the comments section below. And in case you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my channel for future videos and content. So thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I'm Xavier the Magnificent X saying take care, be safe, smell great, and have a magnificent day. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.